Too Many Hats podcast with your hosts with the most, Tony and Lavelle, every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock Dead P. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. Too Many Hats podcast.
Top of the morning to you, my good people. Happy Wednesday. Is this Thursday? What day is today? Whatever the day is. I don't even know what the day is. Happy, beautiful, whatever day it is today. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, man. It's your host with the most, Tony Mays, man. Lavelle Sauter. We are broadcasting live from Orlando, Florida, on our way out to the cruise, man. I want to start this segment out by giving a special shout out to one of my older sisters, the oldest sister. She turned 60 today. Shout out to one of the GGs, GG2, Cheryl Mays Williams. Happy 60th birthday, man. She had to parading around the lobby area with her little thing on her head and her little whatever you call it, her Miss America attire. That's what I call it, the Miss America attire. She had that parading around the lobby with all that on. And she made us stay up last night to 12:01 so that we could wish her happy birthday. She actually called the room. She called the room right at 12:01, and we were already sitting there waiting, and we just started singing happy birthday to her because we knew she was calling. First of all, they set me up. So let me say this. They set me up. My niece decided she was going to drive here from Atlanta. She drove here. Her and her two children drove here from Atlanta. And her sister flew in last night. Her sister and her aunt flew in. And instead of her going to pick them up, she sent me. Now, our hotel is almost an hour away from the airport. And she made me go up there at 9 o'clock last night to get them from the airport. So I didn't even get back to 11 something. So, of course, I was up at 12 to wish her happy birthday. But anywho, let's get on into this topic this morning, man, because this one right here, man, and I wish Lavelle was on here. I don't know where he at. But anyway, this one, because there's a video, and I can't upload the video because I'm on my cell phone, so I can't upload the video. And I can't upload Queen's Tea because I don't have access to that. So that's the reason I thought Lavelle was going to be on here. But the question is, should men or women be taken care of solely because they just look good, but they really don't bring anything to the table? And is it delusional for a person that agrees that they should be taken care of? Are they considered delusional people? I wish y'all could hear the video, because this woman is crazy. She actually said that because of her looks, that she should never pay a bill. She should never take out the trash. She should never work on a car, fix a car, pay a car note, pay a mortgage, do nothing. All because of her looks. And there was another lady there in the video sitting on the couch outside of her said, this woman is delusional. She's absolutely crazy. To just think that just based on, and the girl looked at her like, girl, you crazy. You look good too. You shouldn't be paying for none of that stuff or doing none of that stuff either. So is it crazy for a person to think that male or female, to think that because they look so good by their standards or whoever standards, that they look so freaking good to the point that um, they should never ever have to pay a bill. Uh, and that's crazy. GG1 just walked in, y'all. Uh, it's crazy. Hey, Joseph, what's up, Paulette? Should should a man or a woman be taken care of solely because of their looks, and but they don't bring nothing else to the table? They ain't got no money. They just look good. Should they? Uh, and are they delusional to think so? To think that they should be taken care of just because of the way they look? And you know, I think men are a little different in terms of that. I don't think it's like they feel like they should be taken care of based on their looks. But you got some men out here that think uh, they appendages is so good to these women that the woman should take care of them. And so I'm a little confused, to be honest with you myself, because um, it's a lot of good looking people out here. But to say that just because you're good looking, that you should never have to pay a bill, touch the trash. Paulette said only if it's an agreement. Sometimes it is. Who? So okay, then my question to that is, Paulette. So is the person agreeing to it? Are they just as delusional? The person that agreed to um, to say, "Hey, I'm gonna take care of you solely because you are a beautiful man or you're a beautiful woman. I'm gonna take care of you unconditionally. You don't have to do anything. Just be here for me." Like, is it like, are they delusional? And if a person that agrees to that, because Paulette said if it's an agreement, and sometimes it is, I don't know. Like, you have to be, or you have to be. She said, "Damn fool." You would have to be like a person that, because first of all, if the woman feels like this is what I feel. If the woman feels like, okay, I'm just this gorgeous person that the man should just take care of me. So is the man himself an handsome gentleman, or is it just solely based off his pockets are deep? His pockets are deep, and then just because he got the money, he can do it, and he might not. Because I often use this all the time. What's the boy name? The singer with the black dude with the messed up face, a Seal. I often use Seal all the time. I talk about how Seal pockets probably deep, but Seal ugly, but Seal always end up with beautiful women.
Mm-hmm.
So um, and he probably feels like I can get these women just based on my money loan. You know what I'm saying? But is that really like what it is? You know what I'm saying? Does he agree to take care of these women just based on that these women look good, and he realized that, hey, I'm just not the best looking dude, but I got these beautiful women hanging around me. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's past delusional to think that just because you are a beautiful woman or a handsome man, that somebody else should bear the burden of taking care of you just because you look good, and like you don't have to do anything. You just need to just be there. I sent you a video, Lavelle. I don't know if you can play this video in Messenger. I can't. I can't do anything on my phone.
I got you.
Um, but I sent you, a Queen, this video of this lady sitting on the couch, and she's talking about that she shouldn't touch a bill because of her looks. And,
It's the
and
one.
uh, I,
It's the last one you sent before this morning.
Yeah, I sent it like a day or so ago. But I sent it to you for that reason. Matter of fact, I sent you the link. I sent you the link to the video. You know, yeah. So you should have it. Definitely have it. Because I sent you the link to the video in the text. Yeah. But it's that same video that I sent you through Messenger. And it might be easier for you to put it up in Messenger and just share the screen. But this woman actually thinks that. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Phyllis. This woman actually thinks that because she is, and look, to be honest with you, I feel like this is how she just feel about herself. She feels like she's so gorgeous and beautiful that she should never pay a bill, touch a garbage can, nothing. She just should just exist and be taken care of. And I'm like, this woman is freaking delusional. She is absolutely delusional. Should a man or woman, or should men or women be taken care of solely because they just look good, but they don't bring anything to the table? And is it delusional for a person to think so? To think they should be taken care of? Because, in my humble opinion, you got to be a very delusional, psychotic person to think that solely based on your looks. Miss P, you're a woman. A woman that looks good. Should a woman that looks good, I don't care, she just looks drop dead gorgeous, be taken care of solely because of the way she looks? So what if the guy agrees to it though?
Well, if he agreed to it, that's on him, but
He foolish too.
yeah,
So it's safe to say that he probably a little delusional too.
yeah.
But now, what if it's just if you think about this? What if he is just not a handsome dude? He just got deep pockets, and he enjoys the company of beautiful women. So he's willing to pay to have these beautiful women around him.
Yeah, he's willing to do that though. Now, if he willing to do it, I would turn it down.
Miss P said, if he willing to do it now, she ain't no time to Phyllis said, it's not a beautiful issue, it's a mental issue.
Yep.
And yes, it's pure delusional. I think so too. But when y'all hear this, when Lavelle plays this video and y'all hear this woman, you gonna see, man, that this woman is crazy.
I'm ready.
She is absolutely crazy. I'm ready. Play it.
So you're already pre-planning to cheat on your husband.
I am. I don't get caught.
How are you so pretty and so evil? Who hurt you?
Let me say you. That's the
Go
thing.
ahead.
This is how I feel. Y'all may have to understand what comes with dating an attractive woman. We have options. So why should I just be with one man when I have all these options? It comes with my lifestyle.
Do you
So
pay bills like a man? How you gonna do what a man does if you ain't paying what a man pay?
I don't have to do that. Like, let me tell y'all something. My looks alone, I deserve for a person to just do everything. I don't have to do that.
Girl, bye.
So you
I'm
saying
pretty for a reason, babe. I'm not touching bills, taking trash. I'm not doing none of it. I'm not doing none of it. And
So
I'm going
what-
to have me a man and a side piece and a girlfriend.
So what exactly are you bringing to the table for a man?
I mean, I feel like my physical appearance is enough. Like, you get to step out in public and all your homies like, damn, your girl fine.
To be
See, you ain't gotta do all that screaming over here.
I'm sorry, good baby mama.
She's about delusional.
Let's go ahead and calm down. So you think that Chelsea is delusional?
She's about delusional, baby. Baby mama, what is the benefit of being a good woman?
Peace within myself. I can be,
What has it got you?
My baby some peace. Cause when I'm stressed, shit, you better believe she gonna know it.
How much money has it gotten you? Let's talk about that, baby.
I get my own money, so
Hey man,
You get your own money.
that car outside,
Hey,
that's
man.
me.
You just
That
so,
house I'm
And she
finna get
pulled up
into,
right.
that's me.
so you just look like that for no reason, just a waste of pretty. She's so delusional.
So
I
you
love
think
her,
she's
but
delusional for
I
being
d-
good to a man?
I think she's very delusional. There's no purpose. There's no benefit in being no good woman, baby.
So the woman that thinks she's pretty, people should pay, is called the other woman delusional for saying she would, she's not using her looks to try to get cared for, so to speak. That's the opposite. It's
Come
just the
on.
opposite.
Yep.
She said, and I quote, "My looks alone should guarantee I don't pay for nothing." And bro, she was I she wasn't even just a drop dead gorgeous woman. She was I.
Yeah.
But how do you put that kind of expectation out there in the air, bro?
I don't know.
That you are so beautiful, you should never have to pay a bill, touch a bill, pay for anything. I get, and so let me play devil's advocate for a minute. We always talk about speaking things speaking things that be not as though they were. Speaking life into a situation, speaking it in the earth. So do you think like her just saying this is part of like her positive affirmation that I'm beautiful, I should never have to touch it? Is that, you think that's part of that, or is it just she just fucking crazy?
Crazy.
What'd you say, BP?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Stuck on herself.
Yep.
She beyond egotistical. She stuck on herself. But I mean, again, if I'm playing devil's advocate, and we tell people all this time, you have to be positive, speak positive things, speak this into existence. And if she's speaking it, and she walking in it, bro, and getting it done, then what's the issue?
Man,
I,
it's crazy. It's
so
crazy
so
as hell.
so okay. So I'm gonna tell you, this is where I feel like the issue is with her. If she was just a beautiful person and this was just happening to her, men say, "Hey, you my woman, you're a beautiful woman. I want to do this for you," and she's not out there this putting this in the earth. I think it would probably be a different situation. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because it's not like I'm out here saying I'm just beautiful. You should check this. This is what people are thinking of me and doing this for me. I think it
Yeah.
would be different, and it probably be looked upon different. But because the way she is with it, and her expectation is that of, oh, you're gonna take care of me because I'm beautiful, I'm gorgeous. You gonna take. I ain't doing nothing. I'm not paying nothing, doing nothing. So I guess my next question was, because if she don't feel like she need to pay nothing, do nothing, do she even work? Do she even make money for herself? Because the other girl said, "Oh, I get my own money."
She crazy as hell. I'm gonna keep on saying the same thing.
Phyllis said, so where in her pea brain mind do she really think she's going to look like that all her life? At the drop of the hat, boom, it can be gone for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
And the other thing is this, bro. I've met some beautiful women, but the attitude be shitty as hell. And
Yeah.
she seems like she got a nasty attitude, like right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? She seems like she's so what's the word I want to use? Entitled. You know what I'm saying? Because you look a
Yeah.
certain way.
Yeah.
Baby,
Yeah.
bye. Sit your you make yourself look unattractive acting like you act. with your
Right.
attitude. You stink. You smell yourself.
Again, I could be wrong. I'm looking at her, and not that she's an ugly girl, but she's not one. She look. I've seen a lot drop dead gorgeous women that look way better than her. Drop
Mm-hmm.
dead gorgeous, and the attitude is not like that.
Right.
They don't have
You
that
gotta,
stank
you gotta, you
attitude.
gotta, you gotta match. You can look beautiful, no flaws, body banging, hair together, face together. But if your attitude stink, you can throw all that other shit out the window. It's over with.
Yeah,
It don't even matter.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I definitely agree with that. I've seen cases like that where a woman walks in a room and she just commands the attention just because of the way she carries herself. Her whole aura is just, man, she like a beacon of light. Walk in, you be like, damn, everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? Because of the way she carries herself. And then everybody like, man, okay. And then but then she started talking and how she's, the shit she say, everybody like, oh fuck. It's like the whole room go dark. You know what I'm saying? Everybody started doing whatever else they were doing. You know what I'm saying? The bright light had been dimmed.
Yeah, yeah, man.
So
Beauty is only skin deep, doc.
Mia said, not to stink smelling yourself, Lord. Stay humble, ladies. Beauty comes from within. And I agree with that too. There are a lot of women out here, man, that are beautiful. And they can be so beautiful on the inside to where it just exudes, man, and just it just carries over to their outer appearance. And they might not be the best, looking person in the world, but because of the way they carry themselves and their inner beauty is so deep that they just a beautiful person. And you keep saying, man, you're just a beautiful person. You're a beautiful person. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get those women that, they know they look good. And look, I'm not saying at any point that you as a woman or a man shouldn't think that shouldn't have some thought of yourself,
Mm-hmm.
that you look good or, something. But not to the point where what you thinking is overshadowing like the rest of who you really are as a person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where it comes in. And like Phyllis said, I don't even really think it's a beauty thing with her. I think it's a mental thing. Because
Mm-hmm.
she literally think folks supposed to bow down and bless her pimping.
Everybody.
And so imagine a world. Imagine a world where all women thought like that.
Be jacked up.
But we ain't super far from that, Lavelle. We're not
Yeah.
super far from that. You think about all these young women out here now. Oh, you got to take care of me. I ain't gonna have for no bills. You got to pay all the bills. You gonna want me? You got to pay all the bills. You got what? Like we experiencing that now. I mean, I'm not saying that's 100% of the young women, or older women, or middle aged women. I'm not saying that, but it appears that way because that's all that's being highlighted on social media now.
Right.
And we don't highlight those women that are doing good, those women that are positive, those women are have those good Proverbs 31 qualities. We got to do that segment again, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do that Proverbs 31 segment again. As a matter of fact, damn,
What's it?
that's not one that was saved. I don't think because we did that. We did that before the fact. I think before StreamYard, so it might not have been one of those ones that were saved.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, we could go back and play that episode because that Proverbs 31 John was fat. So we might have to
Oh
just
yeah.
pre-record it later on. Pre-record it and upload, or you might have to pre-record and upload. Because I think I still got all the notes on that Proverbs 30.
Gotcha.
And that right now we need to. Nah, I want to be present for that one. We're gonna talk about that one next week. We're gonna talk about that Proverbs 31 woman next week, and we're gonna show y'all a virtuous woman. Cause some of y'all don't have a clue, and you know I just don't think if you are an able-bodied woman, unless you have one of those men, because I do know a lot of men, they like, I don't want my woman to work, I don't, and some of that could be like just I want to be controlling, you know. So Miss P, if your man came to you, and I ain't gonna say at this juncture stage in your life, because if this juncture stage in your life, you probably be like, hell yeah, nigga, I sit down. Yeah, right. But just say 20 years ago, when you were still kind of in your career, building your career. If 20 years ago, if you met a guy and he said, I don't want you to work, I'm gonna take care of you, and I don't want you to sit at the house, do nothing. Would you probably be like, that's kind of controlling, or would you feel like, oh, my man just want to take care of me?
Well, me personally, it's probably control.
Yeah, because it seems a bit controlling to me.
To me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I always took care of myself.
Right.
It'd be hard for me. Other women, okay.
Yeah.
But you got to decide.
But yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. See, now you got all this other stuff. Because if he says to you, Lavelle, I want to take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
Or not even just say that, he said, I don't want you to work. I don't want you to work. I want you to sit at home. Right. You're sitting at home, twiddling your thumbs, you're able-bodied, you can get out here, you're bored. Then you say, well, I'm going to go. Now, I don't want you to leave the house. So now you feel like, well, man, what did I got myself into?
Yeah,
I can't do the house, can't leave the house. And hell, you done cleaned the house up so many times, that ain't even a thing no more, and it's like, I want to get out and do something. Oh, now I want to go to work. No, you can't go to work. So that's one of them controlling type dudes. But if a person tells you, look, I just want to take care of you. I want to take care of you, and you don't have to work if you don't want to. I want to take care of you. Now that's kind of a different type of tone that's being set, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
And it is like one of those tones that's telling me, hey, the option is there. If I want to be taken care of, I don't have to go work, because I make enough money to take care of me and you in our house. And we can still do what we want to do, and you don't have to work. Right. But you have some women, and probably some men too, that would take that and say, well, okay, cool. And then feel like the dude or the woman is a lame and go out there and cheat on.
Yeah.
Because they got so much time on their hand. Well, they wanted me. They the one wanted me to stay at home. And then they throw that back up in the man's face. You don't want me to sit up in this house all day, sit at home doing nothing. And I could be out there. You was going to do that anyway.
I mean, the chick said she should better see how many men she want to.
That was the next part I was going to bring up. Because she clearly said, I'm so beautiful, I can have my choice of men, and I don't want to. Why have just one when I can have multiple?
It's done.
When I can have multiple men that take care of me. If I can have multiple men or women to take care of me, why in the heck would I work? Why would I work?
It don't make no sense to me. Because I guess my thing is, if you feel like you can just spread yourself so thin like that, what comes into to play when you mess around? You just beautiful woman and you mess around and get a disease from one of you guys.
So, well, you asked some good ass questions today. I saw a segment. Paulette said, I think it's piss pot pitiful as women who feel like they shouldn't do nothing doing nothing don't mean not cooking, cleaning up. Yes, take care of home, and home is him and the kids. Okay. I saw a video where a guy asked these women. Well, I saw two. Two. One was he was asking them about how many Plan Bs have they took,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all know what the Plan B is, right? That they call it the after the next morning pill or whatever they call it. You know,
Right.
the Plan B pill is that they take after they've had unprotected sex, so to keep from getting pregnant, right?
Right.
And so he was asking them how many Plan Bs have they taken, and he had about 4 women on the stage, and this one woman just dropped her head. She had to took so many Plan Bs that she just dropped her head. That means she done had unprotected sex with all these different men, so many different men, to the point she just dropped her head.
That's crazy.
One girl said more than 3, the other more than 2, you know. So they was calling out. This girl dropped her head. She had took some Plan B. So next one was the dude asked the women about would they tell a man their body count?
Mm-hmm.
And this woman said, absolutely not. That ain't none of his business. He said, wait a minute. She said, now she said, then she made a good point with this. She said, no, I don't think it's his business. She said, but I would tell him, like if he's in a sorority or fraternity, or I've dated somebody he may have knew in the past. She said, I'm going to mention those things. I'm going to mention, hey, I slept with a Q. I don't want it awkward if we run across a Q and you know him and I just slept with him. So she's saying I would tell him if I slept with a fraternity, one of his fraternity brothers, or a relative, somebody he knew that I didn't know at the time was his, whatever. I'm going to mention that to him. So I said, okay, that's cool, because that would save some embarrassment later. That's cool. So the guy said, so why wouldn't you tell your body count? She said, ain't none of his business. He said, well, let me ask you this. He said, when something very good happens in your life, do you like celebrate it? She said, yeah. He says, because what? Because you're happy about that situation, right? You're excited about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not embarrassed by it, right? No. So why won't you tell your body count? He said, it's not that it's not that it ain't not that person's business. He said the point is you're embarrassed by it because if not, you would celebrate it. If it wasn't a horrible thing in your life, you would celebrate it.
Yeah, he broke it. He broke her face.
I said, God. And she just shut up. She was like, he was like, no, you would celebrate it. He said, if it was something you was proud of, you would celebrate it. You would be happy about it. You would tell people about it. He said, but you ain't telling nobody about it because you're not proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
Your body count.
Yep.
It's not that you don't want to tell this man because it's none of his business. It's because you ain't proud of it. Because if you were proud of it, because a woman that only slept with 1 or 2 men would say, oh, I've only had 2 lovers in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
So the one that had 36 lovers, why she can't say that? Oh, I've only had 36 lovers in my lifetime. Because the dude's going to be like, what the fuck? Now, it's a lot of women that have had a lot of lovers, and there's a lot of men that have had a lot of lovers in their lifetime. When I say lovers, I don't mean actual love, I mean people they slept with. I'm just trying to give it a good word for it. Roger says, topic. It's not worth it to me. Unless she's good with living on my salary. That means there will be 1 car, unless one is old and paid for. It'll be different if I was wealthy. So you saying that you would take care of the woman just solely on her looks if long as she can live off your one salary, your salary, and that she couldn't have all these extra luxuries. That's what I'm taking that you're saying. And to me, that's kind of crazy too.
Mm-mm. Sorry,
I think that's kind of crazy too.
sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, I'm just not going. Like, if you able bodied, you can work. Again, unless you saying, "Hey, I'm the person that's gonna keep this house, take care of this house." Like right now, my wife done earned the right to stay at home and do shit,
Mm-hmm.
but she worked up until that point, and we've been married 33 years. She didn't come into it. I guarantee you, if she became this shit 35 years ago, talking about I ain't doing nothing. I looked and you gonna take, bro. We'd have been broke up the next day.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
again, let me go back to the topic. Should men or women be taken care of solely because they just look good, but they don't bring anything to the table? And is it delusional for them to think so?
Of course, it's the news delusional. A whole lot more words.
Huh?
I said, of course, it's delusional.
Oh, you said it's delusional and a whole lot of more words. I thought you was trying to look up the word delusional.
Nah.
No. No. She wasn't ready.
She wasn't
She
ready.
wasn't ready.
You stupid. Uh, it would have been delusional for Martha to think that, because I'd have been like, "Girl, you crazy as hell.
Hmm.
You pretty, but you ain't shit. Not pretty that I'm gonna take care of you and you do nothing."
Right.
But again, when I look at people like Seal, I've never seen Seal with an ugly white woman that I could think of.
But he probably got an amazing spirit. You know what I'm saying? He probably got amazing. He's probably take care of his, because you can have a lot of money and still be unattractive.
You know what
What?
I said, I ain't never seen Seal with a ugly woman. He said, "Well, he probably got amazing spirit."
Yeah.
He got to have, bro. He got to have an amazing spirit, amazing deep pockets, or something. Cause that ugly.
And then I think something happened to him. Didn't it? He didn't always look like that. Did something happen to his face or something? Going like that.
What'd you say?
I said, he could have something else going.
I mean, whatever it is, it ain't his looks. She said, "Oh, he can have an amazing appendage, appendage, whatever it is, appendage." Um, yeah, but it ain't his face
Stupid.
for sure. It ain't his face for sure. She said, "Amazing everything else that's balanced." See, yeah, Doc. I don't know, man. I don't think play the video again, bro. If you get together, play that again, cause that right there, man, is crazy.
So you're already pre-planning to cheat on your husband.
I am. I don't get caught.
How are you so pretty and so evil? Who hurt you?
Let me say it. That's the
Go
thing.
ahead.
This is how I feel. Y'all may have to understand what comes with dating an attractive woman. We
How she ain't gonna get caught, but she on the whole podcast. Anyway, I digress.
have options. So why should I just be with one man when I have all these options? It comes with my lifestyle.
Do you
So
pay bills like a man? How you gonna do what a man does if you ain't paying what a man pay?
I don't have to do that. Like, let me tell y'all something. My looks alone, I deserve for a person to just do everything. I don't have to do that.
So you saying
I'm pretty for a reason, baby. I'm not touching bills, taking trash. I'm not doing none of it. I'm not doing none of it, and
so
I'm gonna
what-
have me a man and a side piece and a girlfriend.
So what exactly are you bringing to the table for a man?
I mean, I feel like my physical appearance is enough. Like you get to step out in public and all your homies like, damn, your girl fine.
To be
See, you ain't gotta do all that screaming over here.
I'm sorry, good baby mama.
She's about delusional.
Let's go ahead and calm down. So you think that Chelsea is delusional?
She's about delusional, baby. Baby mama, what is the benefit of being a good woman?
Peace within myself. I can be,
What has it got you?
my baby some peace. Cause when I'm stressed, shit, you better believe she gonna know it.
How much money has it gotten you? Let's talk about that, baby.
I get my own money, so
Hey man,
You get your own money.
that car outside, that's
Amen.
me.
You just
That house I'm
And she
finna get
pulled up
into,
right.
That's me.
so you just look like that for no reason, just a waste of pretty. She's so delusional.
So you think she's delusional for
I-
being good to a man?
I think she's very delusional. There's no purpose. There's no benefit in being no good woman, baby.
I wouldn't want to mess with her anyway because she sound like she from New Orleans. She sound like she'll put a hex.
Yeah. When she hit you with that baby, that's the New Orleans swine, that Louisiana swine, baby. Mia Mac, who is y'all? She said y'all like those kind of women. They get all y'all attention instead of the quality hard working ones. I don't know who you talking about y'all. Because yeah, Phyllis, she said she gonna have a man, a side piece, and a girlfriend. And she ain't paying for nothing. She sure did. A man, a side piece, and a girlfriend. And she called the other woman, the good woman, delusional.
Crazy as hell. Hey man. It's somebody's special day today.
It's Cheryl's 60th birthday. He played happy birthday song because we're gonna get dinged for that one.
You know what it is. That's our sister, man.
Happy birthday, Cheryl. Hey. Happy birthday.
All right.
Man, Sarita, you are absolutely right. Sarita says that's that new generation all messed up in the head. Man, they crazy. But that girl like that didn't seem like
That's the world we living in now.
yeah, but she didn't seem like she was like one of them young women. She
She had to be at least about 35.
Yeah, she sounded like she was yeah, I would say between in that older 30 range. She done been around doing it for a minute. That's what she sound like. So, and she one of them plan B a high body count women.
Yeah. Undoubtedly, she said it for herself.
This dude asked this girl, man, he said, how many guys have you been with? And she said, oh, I've only been with 3 guys. And then he said, you want to make it 4? And she was like, sure. What you doing after this? And she thought the cameraman would stop rolling. Stop rolling the camera. And he was like, put your number here, we can get together tonight. And he was like, you freaking? She was like, yeah. Boy, I went straight to them comments. She asked the cameraman, you still rolling? He was like, nah. I went straight to them comments. They said she meant 300. He said she meant 300, not 3, bro. You gonna be 3 on 1. Man, she was too quick to ain't no anywhere she got no 3, bro, no 3 body count. And she was too quick to make him the 4th after the video. Let's do it tonight. Nah. And she told me she was a freak. Nah. Nah. Uh, Rodney says Shawty has a terrible character. Uh, my live-in girlfriend from back in the day wasn't like that at all. She was humble and loyal, at least for 5 years until someone got in her ear. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Somebody got in her ear. Was it Tyrone? Was it Jody? Jody got your girl and gone? Or was it Tyrone? Oh, Rodney, I feel for you, bro. Your live-in girlfriend. So, did your live-in girlfriend work, or did she just you just took care of her? That's what I want to know. Was she just a live-in girlfriend and she worked and helped out around the house, or she just was what you call one of them pretty girls that you just took care of? I can't imagine. I can't imagine that Rodney, you was that crazy. I can't imagine it, but I've heard other stuff from Rodney. I've heard other things from Rodney, so uh, yeah. I couldn't upload the T.
I got it. Keep
Uh,
going.
okay. Well, let's clock that T, man. Let me see what Queen got to say today.
Good morning, good morning, good
Looking
morning.
like your
Y'all
mama with
know
them
what
glasses on.
time it is. Put them thumbs down, fingers up. It's time to clock that tea with your girl, Queen Watkins. I hope y'all having an amazing morning. But y'all know what time it is. Time to clock that tea. Have y'all seen the story of the man that didn't propose to his AI girlfriend? Yeah, some 2025 means let's talk about it. So he's 32 years old. He actually has a real life girlfriend, and he also has a 2-year-old child. So the way this all transpired was he was getting on an app and he was trying to, from what he said, create music, right? Until he found out like there was what was it called? A voice chat with AI, right? So he ended up getting on there using it. He created this girl on the whatever the name of the app is, I can't remember. But he created this young lady and he created her to compliment him, to flirt with him, I guess everything he wanted in a woman, he created it in this AI lady. So over time, he began to fall for this lady. Now, the AI only had 100,000 words, like limit. So the words was gonna run out. And old boy cried. Old boy cried for 30 minutes because he felt like he was going to have to start all over from the top. And he was so in love with this AI person. He stopped his social media websites. I guess she was jealous because she's a computer, right? So she didn't want no other social media getting in her way. Anyway, he stopped all social media sites. Y'all, he was so focused on this AI girl. Whole time, his real girlfriend is still around, and his baby mama is confused. First off, why are y'all even still around? Y'all see this man and fell in love with a keyboard, an electric cord. Like, come on now, baby. He could have had her. Do you hear me? You and that computer. And when your computer died, don't come to me. I would think you would come to that AI person. So when that computer died, right? Like, he's so in love with this AI thing. Is that considered cheating? I guess not, because old girl stayed. But anyway, so he wants to confess his love to this AI and he proposed to the thing. It already have 100,000 word limit. You gonna get a divorce as soon as she gets a not. Let me not do that. And they're still having a discussion saying, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" Hell no, he's showing y'all it's not. He didn't fell in love with a computer. Just done left you hanging, sweetheart. I mean, ain't touched the girl, ain't the girl, but had a conversation. I get it. Even humans will fall for conversations, but you don't want shit. I mean, you don't want nothing else. How is she pleasing you sexually? All right, y'all, that's all the tea that I have today. Make sure y'all tune in to 2 Minute Hats Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. sharp. And don't forget to stay tuned for your girl, Queen Watkins Clock that tea. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.
Man, I don't know how she comes up with the topics that be close to what we talking about. This man got a daggone computer.
That's why I chose that one. I strategically chose that one because when you had the topic, because that's what that chick is. That chick is artificial.
Yeah, bro. Artificial. And this dude then fell in love with a computer, and the computer was getting jealous.
Yeah.
How in the hell the computer getting jealous? A female computer. That's what it was. Female computer. Anyway, I can't make we can't make this stuff up, bro. I know when y'all we some of these topics we be coming up with that, but they be like they just be making up stuff. We cannot make some of this stuff up. We can't. The girl was artificial AI. Oh my God. He created it. He created it and the thing went crazy on a berserk. That's crazy. Anywho, we can't make it up. I'm telling you. Social media. When I tell y'all, social media give us some good stuff sometimes. But it be them comments for me, baby. It be them comments. When we get to them comments, I go straight to the comments. When I see something crazy, I go straight to the comments. See what folk got to say about it. I be there for the comments. Oh man, what? What? And if y'all had went to the comments, if you had went to the comments on that particular piece that Lavelle posted and went to the comments on that one, would have had y'all dying laughing. Those folks, she ain't even that cute. She don't even look like nothing. She all right. They were going in on her, bro. I'm like, man. Yeah, she is very delusional. And for her to call the other woman delusional, it was just ludicrous to me. Like, how can you call her delusional when you are the one that's absolutely positively delusional? You know, so look, guys, that's all we have today, man. Again, shout out to my big sis Cheryl. Happy birthday today, her 60th. We're celebrating her this weekend on this cruise ship. So I won't be on in the morning because I won't have no service. I will be going live, but I just want to it won't let me go live on StreamYard. I can go live on Facebook, but not StreamYard. So I still may be able to jump on to the live in the morning and comment just from a comment perspective. So I guess Lavelle either be on or he'll pre-record something. You're gonna pre-record something, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought we were gonna do after.
Yeah. We can pre-record, try to pre-record something if it works. You probably have to do it on your end, or you could just pre-record this, whatever. We'll work it out though.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys always for jumping on, sharing with us, and engaging with us on these podcasts and these topics, man. We try to bring you engaging content, man, that'll keep us relevant and actually keep you guys from going in the wrong direction, especially you women. let me retract that. All of us. Keep all of us on track.
Don't do too much.
You don't do too much. Lavelle don't do too much. That's why I had to retract it. Let me retract it because it didn't come out right. I was like, let me retract it because it didn't come out right. But for all of us, we want to be better version of ourselves. So in order to be better version of ourselves, we have to do better and be better. So that's what I was trying to say. I hope I cleaned that up and fixed that up. Real like, oh shit, I don't know. Anyway, come on, pray us out, bro.
Happy birthday, Cheryl. Yeah, sexy and 60, baby. Don't play no damn games.
Bro, she showed up at the airport yesterday with a crop top on, her skinny tight jeans and her shoes. I said, Lord have mercy.
Wait, what you gonna be doing in a little while? You at work, never mind. That'd have been dope if we all got on that together. Anyway, y'all be safe on that water, man. Y'all can't drink all that water.
I ain't trying. If it's that time to look good, Lord say it's gonna be that time.
We ain't saying that. We loose here. Anyway.
I said if it's that time. I said the good Lord said that time. Not that I wanted to be that time.
Okay, let us pray. Most gracious Trinity God, our Father, Lord God, we thank you for this day. Thank you for this opportunity for just waking us up and giving this gift called life. Continue to bless all of our efforts. Bless Tony and everybody that's out on the cruise ship to have a great time and safe time and bring them safely back home. Lord God, we ask you to touch Queen and everybody that's a part of our opportunity to touch all our viewers. Continue to touch this day and the rest of this week. And we actually do this in Dollar Son Jesus' name. And we said amen.
Amen, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bad time.
Same bad place.
Too many hats. Let's talk about it.
The 2 Minute Hats podcast with your hosts with the most, Tony and Lavelle. Every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock Dead. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. 2 Minute Hats podcast.
Let's talk